Okay, so again, just giving everybody a heads up. We are going to go over the quiz because this one I actually do want to go over because it's going to tell me a lot. So there will be, if you are rewatching this recording, basically what's going to happen is we're going to have a pause because, or it's going to be a gap because I'm going to pause the recording and then I'll re-record when we start getting into things, okay? By the way, you will also be working in breakout rooms today. So when I put you in breakout rooms, you need to talk and just work it out. Start skeletoning things and stuff like that. Get into the habit of talking these things out, okay? All right, so Nick is here, right?
Here.
Jackie. Benny Izzy, he's here. Vasily, Ali, Kevin, Leona, Steven's here. Okay, Isis.
Here.
Here, Ashton. Where's Ash? He's probably here. He's probably in another class. Kennedy's here. Armand here. Tokes is here. Leo.
Here.
And Terry. Okay, so I'm gonna put the link in the chat. It is 5 minutes. Go slow, make sure that you are reading everything, and when you are done, come back, okay? Here is the
paper allowed?
quiz.
Are we gonna need scratch paper?
Huh? Of course. Okay, you have the quiz. Ashton, I marked you here. I figured you were in another class. So. That's what I need, actually. Why is that? Jeez, I can't believe how many. Jeez, I've already given this many assignments. Holy cow. Say my name when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you if you ain't running the game. Let's see. Maybe type all this in. Cause I know how you used to do everything was need to me times two. Say my name, say my name. I should have been a professional singer. I saw you shaking your head, Allie.
Mr. Marty,
Who calls?
Kennedy, my screen just like went white. Is that normal?
Yes, that means you ran out of time.
But is that like good? Am I like,
Yeah, that just means it, so what happened basically, your answers got auto submitted. Let me just double check and make sure.
Yeah, the same thing happened for me. I clicked submit actually.
I
and
clicked submit and then it gave me, after I clicked submit, it gave me like a timer.
Yeah, it looks like it's good. You're fine. I got all your answers.
You got me, Martinez?
Yes. Hold on one second. Putting your quiz answers in the grade book. If you guys don't mind, just give me 1 minute if that's okay with you guys. That way you guys can have your answer, your graded right away. I just like, as you can see, I grade pretty fast with the AP. Probably faster than your other AP classes. So, that's actually.
We can click out of the thing, right?
Yeah, now you're good. Okay.
Oh my god.
Did you get mine, Martina?
Who's asking me?
Ashton?
Ashton, yours is already in the grade book. So I finished
Nice.
Nick, Vasily, Ashton, Ben. Your guys is in the grade book.
I'll get a cup of water.
Kennedy, yours is in the grade book. What was that?
But I go get a cup of water.
No, you don't need to ask it. You're more than welcome to. Absolutely.
I forgot a semicolon. Oh.
Mal, yours is in the grade book.
Thank you.
Yeah, for one of the questions. Isis, you're in the grade book. Okay, and remember, guys, I dropped the 2 lowest quizzes, so don't go crazy. Okay, Armand. Armand, you're in the grade book? Yeah, so one of the questions I have, I'm just double checking to fill in the blank one with the casting. Some of you got it right, but because the spacing, it's kind of really like fickle. Like if you add a space by accident, it'll mark it wrong. So I want to make sure that you guys are not being screwed, that you guys are getting your everything.
What if you leave out a semicolon?
That's,
Yeah, what about that?
if you left out a semicolon,
Yeah.
you're wrong. But right now, Ben's the only one who's done that, what I've seen. It's weird. Benny, we're just waiting on yours. For some reason, yours isn't loading.
I submitted mine and then I have a white screen still.
Okay, no, it wasn't loading on mine. I just have to double check your cast answer, which is correct. Okay. All right, so all the quiz scores are in. So for my international students that are watching this, I'm going to pause the recording right now because I want to go over this quiz. So if you see a gap, that's basically what is happening. Okay, so I'm pausing the recording right now. All right, that was fun. Okay, so we're recording again. So, yep. Give me 1 second. How many people do I have? 1, 2, 10, 11 in here. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna put you in breakout rooms right now, okay? So you're basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna take a look at this prompt right here. This is your prompt, okay? And I will copy this and paste this into the chat, all right? So the distance between 2 points, x1 and y1 and x2 and y2, so remember the formula, distance, et cetera, okay? Write a program that prompts the user to enter the coordinates for 2 points. Don't worry, I'm gonna put it in the chat, Ashton, okay? So, so for 2 coordinates, it determines the distance between them. Sample run of the program, take a look at what is being printed out, okay? I'm going to send this in the chat to everyone. The only thing that it will not have is the formula. So if you want to take a look at the formula again, I will put it there. Give me 1 second. Perfect. So just take a look real quick one more time. This is the formula. So I put the prompt in, but the formula is the square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Okay? That is the formula. So if you need to take a look, the breakout rooms are as follows. Allie, Ashton, and Isis, you guys are in one room. You are to talk it out. Just map it out. If you do it together, everyone just take a piece, you should be good. Kennedy, Nick, and Steven, you guys are in another breakout room, okay? Armand, Benny, and Leo, you're in another room. And then Ben and Vasily, you are in your own room. So you guys got stuck with it too, okay? So I'm gonna open all rooms, go in. You have, it is 9:53 right now. You have until well, it's 9:54, so you have 9:59. You guys should be able to finish this in 5 minutes. Here we go. Go to your rooms, and I will see you in 5 minutes.
Thought so. Maybe. I don't know.
Marty, do we have one more?
You're supposed to have Steven in here. So if he doesn't show up because he might just have a bad connection because he's international, just you two work together, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
We're just talking it out, not actually coding it.
I would code it together. Yeah. There's Steven. Steven's here. So just everybody take a piece. Okay. I'm just going through making sure everyone's good. So just talk it out, work as a group.
System dot.
Good. Talk it out, guys. Work as a group together.
Wait,
Okay.
Mr. Martinez,
Yeah.
are we just talking it out or are we also like coding it?
You should code it because it's good to just have it because it's just, it's just basically going to be practice for just to show how the thing is. So if you guys need to share your screen, do any of that, go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Okay. I don't like doing the narratives because I feel it's like I am doing the college counselor's job for them, period. If you want me to write you a college recommendation letter, comma, I have known you since you were in 7th grade, period. I will write you one of the best damn letters ever, comma. But as for the narrative, comma, it's just tough with the timing. And there is a reason why people always wanted me to write their college letters of rec, period. I write very good ones.
Martinez, is it okay if we didn't finish?
Yeah. All right. So weird. Somebody found out I was on Snapchat and I got like 15,000 freaking friend requests this morning. All right, here we go. So first of all, let's go through this, okay? All right, so we have here, the first thing right off the bat, key thing, no matter what, okay? When you hear user input, okay? Scanner, 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 scanner. User input, scanner, 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 okay? Now, okay, on the exam, you will not need to do the import. You won't need to do basically all these 3 lines, okay? Just start at the scanner. Understood? Okay? Don't give some of you, and I'm not going to mark it off against you. Because I've had this happen for years. Some of you need to write out everything. Okay? Just because it just helps you make sense of things. If you need to do that, that's fine. Okay? Just put in a little comment code that it just helps me or something like that. So I have my scanner here. That I created 4 variables. Now some of you created 4 int variables. Okay? Some of you created 4 int variables. Now, could I have used int?
Yeah,
Could I have used int?
it would have been legal.
Truncated the answer.
It would have worked for this set of numbers, but not for all sets.
Bingo, exactly. Okay, Kennedy is right. You always have to go under the assumption that it's not just for these numbers. Take a look at math.pow. Take a look at math.s. Like for example, square root. 9 times out of 10, you're not going to hit a perfect square. So you're going to need to have something to account for decimals. Think in that mindset. Okay, it's got to work for everything. So we have next double, and then what we did is we have our formula here. Okay, so here's our formula. So we find the square root. Math.pow, x2 minus x1 comma 2, which is another way of saying x2 minus x1 squared. Now, some of you, I get some students that would do this. And then you would just do this. Okay? That's fine. But here's the downside. You've unnecessarily used memory. You've just created an unnecessary variable. It was not necessary to do that. You could have done this just by simply just plugging it in. Does this work? Yes. Would you get credit? Yes. Is this efficient? No. So start thinking efficiently, okay? So let me do this, Command Z. Okay, so how many of you were able to get this pretty easily? Okay, good. Now obviously the free response questions are going to be a little bit tougher than this, obviously, okay? But this is the type, just like these are the warm-up questions that I try to do. Like this is the downside for our class. I usually would try to do something like this every single morning. That was when we had an hour and 5 minutes. When you have a quiz and you only have 40 minutes, you don't get that luxury, okay? But on a day like today, where we've had a long weekend, I haven't seen you guys for 3 days, I feel this is a good refresher getting us back into the mix of things, okay? So let's go over what your homework is going to be. Here's my stuff share, okay. So here's what your homework is going to be, and I'm going to store this online in a second. Here we go. Okay, very simple equation, all right? Okay, so write a program that will accept an amount of change less than $1. Less than $1. This can get complicated when you go into the change, okay? It will then determine the output, the best change for an example is given below, sample run of the program. Enter the change amount, 64. Just go under the assumption that it is 64 cents, okay? You're breaking this down into quarters, dimes, nickels, and pennies, okay? I'm going to copy this prompt and put this online right now. I didn't have a chance to put it on because I literally went from one class. I just have you guys back to back to back almost, it seems, all the time. So this is going to be your homework. You're going to copy and paste. Take a look at it, okay? Am I going to need a scanner class? Am I going to need mathematical operations?
Yes.
Which ones more than likely? Which two?
Modulus
And
Division.
division. Bingo. Okay. So that being said, should be good. Now, let me ask you this. How many variables am I going to need?
7.
You could only do it.
7. Who said 7?
Nick.
Are you kidding me? There's only 5 lines of code.
You could only do it with one or two.
That's the type of thinking I like to hear, Benny. Technically, you could do this with one variable. Let's see if you're good enough to do it, Benny. So technically, you could do this with just one variable. If you use 5, that's okay. This happens all the time. You have one that one to accept the user input, obviously, which you need. Then you one for quarters, one for dimes, one for nickels, and one for pennies, and you concatenate them. Or you could just work off the original one, do the mathematics, and then go through. The key thing, as you can see, this is 64. If this number was 50, what would the output be? ISIS. If this number was 50, what would the output be?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now, yes. What would
Okay.
if I put in 50, what would the output be?
Like the amount of change leaves
Yeah.
50?
What would that printout be? 50 cents is how many quarters, ISIS?
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. I'm like 2,
2 quarters. How many dimes?
5.
No. You're
Wait.
getting change back.
Wait, what?
So
5?
this is the enter the change amount. You're going to get back 64 cents in this case, which would be 2 quarters, 1 dime, 0 nickels, 4 pennies. If it was 50,
Oh.
how many quarters are you getting back?
2,
And everything else would be
0.
Okay. So, for example, if I was getting 4 cents back, everything else would be 0 with the exception of pennies would be 4. So we use this with other numbers, okay? All right. I just want this, don't put this in a document, online submission. I want this by tomorrow, okay? Fun program, simple program, but just gets you to think because this is the type of like modulus division they're gonna have you do on the AP. Also, hint, hint, the kind of stuff that I'm gonna put on a test, okay? So your test, speaking of, okay, your test will be, so class tomorrow, class Wednesday. I have you on
Tomorrow is
Friday.
Wednesday.
Okay. So your test is going to be September 22nd. Okay. I'm very tempted to make it the 17th, but I think that's too soon. Okay. So your next test is going to be Tuesday, September 22nd. All right. You guys okay with that? All right. I'm going to put that in the portal. So I'm going to copy this. This will be on your homework in literally a matter of seconds. Good class today, guys. Anybody have any questions?
Quiz tomorrow, right?
Always a quiz tomorrow. Okay. I will tell you right now, the quiz tomorrow will be heavy, more heavy on casting. Okay. Casting, and math. Okay. Probably all multiple choice again. I don't think it was a trick question, but I try to throw in an AP question almost every single time. Okay. All right, guys, have a great rest of your day. And I will see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, also remember, I'm going to send you guys your test reports as well today.